Hello everyone, it's Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. I'm just doing a little bit more knitting of Rianne's. This is the second sleeve, so it's not much left to do. I'm going to put that down because I have had Happy Meal this morning. A big bag here. And it's from a lady called Michelle. I'm not sure whether she found me on Facebook or whether she was a subscriber first, but she is in one or two knitting groups that I go on to, but I think she's also a subscriber as well because I have seen one or two comments, but she did ask for my address, so she sent me some Happy Meals which I'm going to open and see what she sent me. It feels like there's balls of wool in here, I can tell by the feel. Oh, it's a lovely pink. I can see a lovely pink inside here. I'll put it down and get it out. This is Spin, S-P-I-I-N. I've never heard of this one before. Softy baby yarn, 70% acrylic and 30% polyamide. It looks like it's got a bit of a sparkle in it. Yes, it has. That's a bit of the sparkle that's come out. I'll have to cut that off. And there are 270 meters to 100 grams. I don't know who makes this one. I'm looking for anything else on the yarn. Thecraftblog.com. This beautiful pink. It's a lovely pale, really baby pink, that one. That's lovely, that one. I love that. I wouldn't just be for a baby. I would like that. I love any pastel colours myself. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. 4 of those for the baby pink sparkle. Put that down there on the floor. And then this is Poundland. Oh, you get some nice wool in Poundland actually. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there's quite a few in here. 5. There's 5. With this one, I have seen this one in Poundland. They have I have a waistcoat. It's not this colour. It's got burgundy and pink and that, but it's similar to this one. I've done a waistcoat, crocheted a waistcoat for myself. And it's lovely, it washes nice as well. This is Streamers, this is called Streamers, this is Poundland Streamers. It doesn't have it on the balls anymore that you got. You used to get 2, if you bought 3 balls you got 1 free. I wonder if they've stopped that because it doesn't say that on the labels anymore. On the labels on here anymore. But it's a nice one. That one. There's 5. These are 50 gram balls. So I've got 5 of those. Oh, and this is what I'm knitting with. I don't know whether it's exactly the same. That's what I'm knitting with at the moment. Could be the same dye lot, I don't know, I'll have to check. But this is Wilko's. This is Aqua, I think it is. I'm sure I've seen the colour somewhere, but it's what I call turquoise, is Aqua. It did have it somewhere, I don't know. Oh, yes it has, Aqua. I thought I'd seen the code thing for it somewhere. And you get an awful lot on the Wilko. There's 340 metres in a 100-gram ball. And I know by knitting this, I'm doing a 40, this is to actually be measure 42 inches when it's finished. But the back, I got nearly the whole back out of one ball. I only had to do a little bit, I had to join a little bit. And have a look and see where it was. That was where I joined the second ball on. And this is on a measure, actually measures 42 inches, this piece. So it goes a very long way, this Wilko. Well, it has a feeling more like 4-ply to me, but it does knit up to double knitting, you know, the tension and all that, but the feel of it's a lot finer than some other double knitting. So I have 4 balls of that colour. I might keep that for myself because I do like that colour. That's what I bought that other turquoise for myself really, but when the lady asked me for that colour, that was all I had in it, so I used it. But I know I could get it any time in Wilko. So I have 4 balls of the aqua turquoise. I call it turquoise, pale turquoise. So that's lovely. The sweets, everybody buys me fudge. Thornton's fabulous fudge. I think I got a packet of this off somebody else, and it is nice. There is a Thornton's up the place where I go for the Wilko wool. Actually, there's a Thornton's in that shopping place as well. Oh, and butter fudge as well. This is another one, the Sweet Heaven. So I've got plenty fudge because I didn't have any fudge and I didn't have any in Aldi's when I was shopping there. So I've got plenty sweets there. Oh, there's a card in here as well. Yes, thank you so very much. There's a lovely card there. The butterflies on. This is, hi Sheila. Thank you so much for the PDF patterns. Just a little happy mail to say thank you. Love, Shell. Thank you, Michelle. That's really a nice lot of wool you've sent me. Some really nice colours. You know, I can do. I'm nearly finished what orders I have, so I'm going to start knitting some things that I want myself. Not just for myself, but for things just to sell as well. So I've got some really nice colours to be going on with. So thank you very much, Michelle. That is lovely. And like I'm saying, I don't know whether you were a subscriber to my channel first or whether you just found me on Facebook, but whichever, I know you're on both. So and thank you very much for thinking of me this way. I'm going to try and not eat any of those sweets before I, because I'm going to bingo tonight. So I'm going to try not to eat any of those sweets before I go. But I have a little something to tell you about my friend. You all know that I put a cardigan right for my hair. My hair is still wet. I've just been in the shower. I went in late today because I like to wash my hair before I'm going out, and it's such a mess. Can't do anything with it. I've lost all the fringe from here. There's hardly any hair to cover the fringe, so I'm just pushing it over one side, doing what I can. I'm going to tie it up before I go out tonight because it's really messy. But anyway, you remember my friend who I put a cardigan right that she had been knitting, a red one, a little while ago, and I showed you all the thing. Well, she got my pattern. I gave her my, you know, the pattern, that one. I gave her that pattern because she has a granddaughter. Well, she's a great granddaughter, the same age as my youngest one, Eddie. So she's 4. She'll be 4 this year. Sometime, probably in the next few weeks. I'm not absolutely certain when, but she's nearly 4. So I said that, well, this pattern would be okay for her because she'll be going out of a, you know, going from a 24 to a 26, give her a little bit more room. So I gave her this pattern, and she messaged me this morning and she says, I've done the back, both the fronts and one of the sleeves. I've only got one more sleeve to do, but I'm going to have a problem when I'm doing the bands. So I messaged her back and I said, why are you going to have a problem with the bands? She says, well, you haven't got on the pattern how many stitches to pick up for the band. I thought to myself, I'm sure I put the number of stitches, so I got my pattern out anyway and I checked, and yes, there's button. I had to plug my computer in because the battery was going low, so I'm going to read this again. It says, button band measures 16 inches up front. Using 3.25mm needles, pick up stitches, placing markers 2 inches apart and picking up 12 stitches between each marker, including that 17 stitches at the bottom band and 14 stitches for the neck band. And then I've got 103 stitches all together. So I messaged her back. I actually took a little picture of this, and I don't know if you can see there, but I've underlined it in pencil where it says how many stitches. So I sent it to her through Messenger, showed her the thing. I told how many stitches to pick up. So she messaged me back, but you haven't got how many stitches for the buttonhole bands, how many I've got to pick up for the buttonhole bands. Oh. Actually, I was really laughing. I couldn't stop laughing. I messaged her back, and the buttonhole band is the same as the button band. You pick up the same number of stitches. She messaged me again, but you haven't got how many stitches that I've got to pick up on the pattern. And I read it to her, and I says, I rang her eventually I couldn't keep messaging her. I said, and buttonhole band, same as button band, right? Make 7 buttonholes on the 4th row of the 1x1 rib. Place stitch markers where the buttonholes will be. Wool forward, knit 2 together. But you still haven't got how many stitches I've got to pick up. I says it's 103 for the other band. You pick up 103 for that band. They're exactly the same. But yours is 16 inches, mine's only 15 inches. I says, well, there's 12 stitches between markers, and the markers is 2 inches apart. So that's 6 stitches to the inch. Knock 6 off 103 is 97. I know I am going to end up with that cardigan to put the bands on. I couldn't. I was paying myself laughing down the phone to her when she said I didn't have how many stitches to pick up for the other band. And then I says, you realise that both the bands are the same size. You don't have one up here and one down there. You pick the same number of stitches up for both. Oh, well, she says, I cannot work things out like you. I bet when I go there tonight, it'll be, if I finish the cardigan off, will you put the bands on? I know that's what she's going to say when I see her. As if I haven't got enough to do with my own things, So if I'm not going to give her any more patterns, she's going to have to find her own patterns. Anyway, that's my little bit for now. I've got a little bit of knitting to do, but I've got this much done. Which you can see. I can't stop laughing about that. That's the back. One front. 2 fronts. 1 sleeve. And that much of the other sleeve, so I'm nearly up to the armholes on that sleeve, so I'm going to finish that one off first, and then I'll probably leave it until tomorrow morning. I'll pick all the bands up, pick the neck band up and sew it up and or maybe when I come in tonight if I have a little bit time. It all depends how much time I have, but that's that one. And my other one, got the back. One front. And the second front, I'm just about coming up to the armhole, not the armhole, the neck shaping on that one. So I've only got a little bit more to do just from there up to there on that. And then I can get onto the sleeves, and then that one will be finished. And that will be my last order until October. So I can start doing some of my own things that I want to do, that I've wanted to do for quite some time. I have a cardigan I started over a year ago, and I'm going to finish that before I do anything else, and do one or two cardigans for myself, because I'm going to put sweaters and cardigans that I'm finished with, I'm going to put them in a charity bag and just start making more. If I do a new one, replace the one, I'll put that one in the bag, then if I do another one, I'll put another one in the bag, and that's the way I go, because my wardrobe and all that, the drawers and all that's just getting too full. I've got too many. I have to keep on knitting things for to keep this channel going. But anyway, that's my bit for now, and I'll catch you all another day. So thumbs up and subscribe, and bye for now.